Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about Uranus in Aries in the natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on Uranus placements. And they're a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series on them, in which the videos were a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up, well, Uranus in astrology is connected with friends and acquaintances. So one or more of these people may actually be an Aries sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be people that are aggressive, assertive, forceful, courageous, brave, abrupt, impulsive, impetuous, and maybe people that are very impatient as well. But also, too, one or more of these people might be in an Aries-like profession, whether it could be firefighting, welding, carpentry, um, could be doing some with the military, surgery, speech pathology, people involved in a combat sport such as boxing, wrestling, judo, karate, or volatile sport, which can include, I would say, football and hockey as some examples. And in some cases, though, this is generational. There may be some issues, I would think, with erratic, sporadic anger. You know, this could be another thing about Uranus in astrology. It's connected with groups, clubs, and organizations. So you may be in some group, club, or organization associated with the zodiac sign Aries. It could be just some sports club or something connected with a combat sport. Again, some examples can be boxing, judo, karate, wrestling, or a volatile one, which would be football or hockey, as some examples. It may be some military organization, or it could be in law enforcement. People that are it could be arson investigation, carpentry, welding club, as some examples. And the thing about this too is, this placement I would think could be good for human rights, because in human right, Uranus has a connection with that, and Aries is outspoken, so it could be a person that expresses a lot of courage in that area and is very outspoken in those matters. Uranus is also associated with goals and aspirations. So, those goals and aspirations may include, it could be firefighting, military, welding, carpentry, arson investigation, law enforcement. It could be something with speech pathology. There might be something in learning, self-defense, or some other fighting technique. Again, whether it could be boxing, wrestling, judo, karate, jiu-jitsu, as some examples. And it also too, or it could be doing something that profession that's associated with the head. I would think helmet design could be one example. And also too, the person may be very aggressive and not waste much time, being patient, and have little hesitation, procrastination in attempts to attain those goals and aspirations in their life. Now, Uranus is also connected with the future. So it could be having Uranus and Aries in your natal chart. You may be rather impatient regarding this, impulsive, and act with little hesitation, procrastination. Whether it's making investments for your future or what have you. Another thing is that you could be very aggressive in these matters, and it could be doing something, as far as your future goes. It could be something Aries related, maybe tied in with that, whether it's working in surgery, or arson investigation, law enforcement, doing something It could be some field that involves, confrontation, like auto repossession, as an example, or like I was stating before, a combat sport, which can include, boxing, judo, karate, as some examples, wrestling. Um, it could be where the person might have, Uranus is about what's unorthodox or unusual, and there might be even genius, so this person might even have some ingenious fighting techniques and moves and be very skilled at that if this is something that a person is actually interested in. Now, Uranus is also connected with the unexpected and unpredictable. So Uranus and Aries, might be, somewhat have unpredictability, might be in connection with, confrontation and battles. There might be a number of, things that happen in terms of fighting that come, very unexpectedly, spontaneously. Um, it could be, something with emergencies that happen, more abruptly than the average emergencies. On average, it could be some fire a person may be involved in that comes in a, very unexpected fashion, or some violent situation, a volatile situation that the person really gets embroiled in, very unexpectedly. Aries is also, I would say, has a connection with leadership. So there may be, opportunities, to be that leader, with some group, whether it's working as a manager, being a landlord somewhere, or, leading by example at a company, such as showing, initiative. And those things may come very quickly, very unexpectedly, and also accidents too can happen a little bit more, a little bit quicker, in a very, unexpected, more unexpected manner, more so than average. And also too, as far as, it could be something, with energy. There might be some fluctuations as well that might unexpectedly come and go. Burns, cuts, abrasions, might come in some unusual manner. Now, Uranus also has a connection, with innovation and ingenuity. So, ingenuity, may be expressed with this placement. Could be in welding, carpentry. It could be being an innovator of a new, sharp tool, cutting instrument, surgery. I know they have like these microbots that are performing surgery. So it's like, there might be some, something like that. The person might come up, with some, in something ingenious connected with surgery. It might even just simply be, a new a tool that is used for surgery. Now, also weapons as well. There may be some innovative ideas for these, and also the thing about this is this person, since Aries is impatient energy and Uranus is connected with innovation, this person may come up at times with like a plethora of ideas, but may not follow through on all of them due to, the impatience and lack of persistence and follow through on those matters. Now, another thing too is that Uranus is associated with freedom and independence. So, this may be somebody that might desire their freedom and independence very quickly. It could be somebody, say if they're, like most children are at home during the time that they go, in their early education, and a lot of them will leave, once, the home with their parents once the early education is complete. This person may even want to get out earlier and can't really wait until that time of their life actually comes to a completion. It could be too, where also this is about having, that freedom more so than most people to be pioneering, to be innovative, and to be able to fight and speak out about matters when necessary. Person may be more enthusiastic regarding matters pertaining to freedom and independence than the average person, and have more drive, motivation, incentive in those matters as well. Now, Uranus is also associated with unusual growth. So, It could be, if you have Uranus and Aries in your natal chart, I'd say especially if this falls in the first or sixth house in your natal chart. First house is connected with the physical body. Sixth house is associated with physical health related issues, or say if this conjuncts the ascendant or sun as well. Um, there might be something as far as an unusual growth associated, connected with the head or the face, the skull, the brain, brain tumors, though remote, might be a, marginally greater risk of that, displacement. And, or there could be some unusual, facial, growth as well, that could take place in some cases. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.